Smash Yard Maintenance and Garage. This is part 2 of the XR80R top end rebuild. If you haven't seen part 1, go check it out. All right, we are gonna start tearing this guy down. Get yourself a 10mm. We're gonna start with the valve cover. All right, valve cover is off. Next thing I want to do is take the tension off this chain right here, okay? A lot of people are just going to be tempted to try and hold this chain up the entire time. Not needed. You're just going to grab a magnet and pick it up when you're done anyways. I'm going to take a 10mm. I'm going to take this guy off. All this is like a pressure plate that holds this cam into place. Now, there should be a little dot on one of the sides here. That dot should face the 3 o'clock position. This guy can pop right out. All right, take this guy. See that? All it is a cam. Cam's on that timing chain tensioner. Now take a 12mm. You're just gonna back this nut off just a little bit. And then what you're gonna do, take a screwdriver and take this out all the way. Note that there is O-rings on this as well. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get yourself a 10mm. Do not drop these in the head. It's not a huge deal, at least on the taking apart, because you can always get them back. Now, what I want to do is try and get it to the top. Take this guy off. Now we can take this off. All right. Here's the gear. You'll also note that there is a little dot at the top. All right, now I got my 12mm. I'm gonna start cracking all these. Kind of doing these evenly. So I'm going to take a little tension off each one at a time. All right, take all these nuts off. Now there's 4 washers. Now I'm going to try and break this free. Those are off, just like that. I'm gonna set this down the same way I took it off, just so I shouldn't have to adjust anything when I'm done, but that's not to say we're not gonna check it. Now what you can do is you can take this cam lobe here. You should be able to just take that right out, okay? And just, you know, look to see if there's any wear. This doesn't look bad at all. This looks really good. I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna get this long bolt out here on the side, 10mm. We're gonna walk this guy out. Pull this guy all the way out. I should be able to lift this off now. I just got it to pop. Almost. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we're lifting the top off here. I'm going to set that off to the side. You know, I'm going to take a quick peek at these valves. Valves look actually really good, but I'm going to do a test with that as well. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this gasket off. Lift this right off. And then we should be able to lift this guy right off. There we go. Bring this all up in one piece. Oh, that was a pain in the bitch. There's a look at the tensioner. What we're going to do is we're going to get this guy off. All right. See that little clip? Nice. Now, should be able to push it all the way through. Take this guy, see if I can't pull this out. There we go. There's the roller, or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck you call this. I'm not a fucking mechanic. All right. And there is our piston. It looks like it says ART176. I'm not seeing a size. So I'm measuring this guy right here, and it says that it's 46.99, basically 47 millimeters. I'm gonna come down a little bit down here. Let's see what it is down here. Down here it is 47.39. All right, let's see what this bore is. Hopefully it's not too boring. Just kidding. All right, I got 47 on the dial with this guy too. I'm gonna try and measure the bottom. That's at the bottom is measuring 47.50. I think I'm just gonna get a new one. We're gonna get that and we're gonna try it out. All right, so you can end up here on the Wisco website. And you need to come down here to the bottom right where it says Shop Power Sports. You're going to click on Shop Power Sports. You're going to come to this window and it's going to have the year, make, and model of your bike. So this one is a 1987. It's a Honda. And you'll come to the section for this particular bike. It is an XR80R. Click on that. Hit submit. All right, so now we're going to land on this page right here. Okay, you've got 4 options to choose from. So this can kind of get a little confusing for some people. Now, a factory specification for an XR80R, the bore size and the piston size should be 47.5 millimeters. So what you're going to have to do is measure your bore, and you're going to have to see what size the bore is. If you can't do that, just bring it to a machine shop and they can measure it and let you know exactly what you need to get. For my particular application, my bore size was 47.5, meaning that it has never been bored out before. And so what I chose to do was I chose to bring it to a machine shop and have them bore it 0.5 millimeters more, which would end up with 48 millimeters. So I purchased this kit right here from Wisco. It came with all the gaskets and all the stuff you're going to need to rebuild your top end in this bike. And then when I went to the machine shop, I brought the piston because they're going to need that when they go to bore it out. But you might as well just bring the whole kit to them, just leave them the whole kit and let them do their thing. And that's what I did. And we will pick up on this video on the reassembly process. All right, guys, that does it for part 2. Follow along, and in part 3, we're going to rebuild this motor. So, essentially, I can push that over a little bit. Should be able to pull this little guy out right here. This little retainer clip on one. She went flying into the abyss. Oh, that sounds familiar. All right, guys, well, that's it. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, check out these videos. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. That one's cool too. That one's my favorite.